Welcome, guys. This marks the second study stream of today, so it's a very busy day. So, you know the drill. We'll do 3 sessions of 50 minutes of focus time, followed by a 10-minute break. And without further ado, I do suggest we get started right away since we have a lot of things to get done. So, good luck, everyone. I hope you have a very productive first session. And welcome, Catalysator. First one, I think. So it's nice that you've joined. Good luck to you. Let's begin. Thank you. Okay, you guys, it is time for our first break. How was this session for you? I hope you managed to already get a few things done, because I did complete the chapter that I was working on, so then I proceeded to do a few other things on the laptop, so that I can, let it sit. And now after this break I will definitely start with the next chapter, so that's pretty good. I'm ahead of schedule officially, so love that. Beginning wonderful, 8 out of 10 for you. That's very good. Nice to hear that. Julia, you wish you were that focused with your homework. Oh, what kind of homework do you have? Because if it's boring, I understand that you're finding it hard to be focused. Catalysator, rather good, you're reading. Nice! Beginning wonderful. Focus has been good since the previous stream. Well, great to hear that. That's very good, you guys. Keep it coming. Gang on. You're in a university? Yeah. Yes. I study at KU Leuven, so I'm a law student, for those of you that are new here. And I'm currently in my last semester of my master's, so I'm gonna graduate this summer, and yeah, exciting. Still need to figure out what to do afterwards, but yeah, there's plenty of options, so, Can I do some quick ASMR with a mic? You mean with my nails, maybe? Something like that. Lunch was good. The dog walk was nice as well. So actually, usually I go for like 15 to 20 minutes with the dog, because otherwise, it's just too long and I don't get a lot of other things done, if I would walk longer. But I decided to take a bit of a longer walk because it was really nice weather, so I was like, why not? And yeah, it was very nice. I definitely enjoyed it. It was not that warm, but still like pleasant, I would call it. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. And yeah, lunch was okay. My dad he brought lasagna, but he brought it too late, so I ended up only eating half of the lasagna because I already had eaten a bunch of random things. But yeah, it was good. You've been working on your excitement for 12 to 14 hours in the past 2 weeks now, still only about 80% finished. Oh, so I suppose it's a big assignment then, but yeah, I know the feeling, I've been working on my thesis for months, every day, and yeah, I'm only done now. Last week, Thursday was, the thesis defense, and so now I'm officially completely done with the thesis. But yeah, it definitely took a while, and I know that it can get a bit frustrating if, things don't get finished in time. In time, if it takes longer than you expect it to take, if you keep on putting more and more hours into it, and yeah, I get that. Rise and Cross, hi there, how are you doing today? Welcome back. You're studying now. That's someone else, but I honestly, I'm so sorry. I cannot pronounce your username since it's using a different alphabet, so sorry for that. Life with Scarlett. Hi there. How are you doing? How's your day? Also, to everyone that's new here, feel free to also introduce yourself and to let me know what it is you guys are currently studying or doing, because maybe it's something very, very crazy or very special that we haven't come across yet, so let me know. PS Gaming, what do you focus on in law school? Yeah, exactly. So corporate law, it's actually called economic law since it's more than just corporate law. Corporate law is just definitely one of the aspects, but it's also competition law. It's also IP law. What else? Oh yeah, financial law is also part of it. So yeah, a bunch of things, everything more in the economic corporate world indeed, more like business to business. And yeah, I definitely like it, I really cannot be bothered to deal with family law or stuff like that. That's really the worst of the worst. I do not know how people would do that, would choose that by themselves. That really is the worst. Busy workday, still pushing here. Good. Well, at least you're not pushing alone, You're all together. We're all in this together, doing the best we can. And hopefully, hopefully we can get everything done that we want to get done today. PS Gaming, it's 12 to 14 hours per day. Oh, that's a lot, yeah. You may have already heard my view on that. I don't study for that much a day. But, I mean, yeah. I guess, it's also hard to compare because everyone works differently. For example, with me, with law, there's a lot of readings that you need to do, very thick books. And I am such a fast reader. Like, I can get through a thick book in like no time. So I do save up time on that, but for other tasks, you cannot really do things faster, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it really kind of is a good, advantage for studying law. So I do save up a few hours compared to other people also, when I take my notes, I'm also very fast at writing, so I save time there. And I try to, I'm usually never like distracted in the sense that I will never scroll on TikTok and stuff like that. So I guess, if I'm saying like, oh, I'm studying like 6 hours, it would be comparable to others maybe that are studying 8 hours. Like, I think I would get as much done as people that study for 8 hours. But that being said, I don't think I study as much as you do. Like 12 to 14 hours is definitely a lot more than me. But yeah, impressive that you can do that. Also, feel free to share your secret. How are you doing that? How do you keep the focus? Because with me, after 8 hours, it's really like that's the maximum, then my head starts to explode, because always I do things so fast paced as well. So I get like extremely overwhelmed and I tend to get like these intense headaches. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I should calm down and slow down, but I like to just get things done rather fast, so that I can be done with it. So yeah, it's not ideal, you can not do that every day because otherwise your head would explode, like some fireworks. No, just kidding, that doesn't happen, kids, don't worry. But yeah, Mem or MEM, I don't know how to pronounce your username. What's up? I'm good, how are you? Like, so far so good, I'm ahead of schedule, feeling indestructible, feeling powerful, feeling good. So everything is well so far. But yeah, if you ask me tomorrow, that might change, every day is a new day. So my mood can definitely swing, when I find it hard to focus, I'm usually also not in a good mood because I'm stressed about, things not really proceeding and things not getting done. So yeah. Beginning wonderful. You have a suggestion for Discord. Let's make a keep me accountable channel. Oh, and so tell me more. What would you understand under the Keep Me Accountable channel? Like, is it supposed to be like if you enter, then people are, you know, supposed to really actively try to, you know, not control you, but, well, you know, keep an eye on you, kind of, on your progress, and you have to, like, explain, you know, what you have been doing to show your progress, or what is the idea of that? So tell me more. I'm intrigued. Also, break time is over, but let's see the last 2 comments, and then we'll start again, you know, since we have enough things to get done, you know. If you have to do these big assignments and stuff like that, you know, we definitely need a lot of hours to get it done. So Rising Cross, you will not bore me with the lingo. I'll say this: busy updating a customer's environment in code. Oh, so you do coding. Very interesting. That seems very hard to me. Like, although I don't know. Honestly, I suppose that, you know, coding has like its logic. So, you know, there's like a system. And I do love when there is a system for doing things, you know, which doesn't make any sense coming from me, because in law, usually there's no right and wrong. There's no black and white like it is with maths or with coding, probably. So, yeah. Don't know what to tell you. I really enjoyed maths at high school. I was the best in class. Yeah, I was actually good at maths. People always assume that I'm terrible at maths because I chose, you know, to study law, but that's not true in my case. But there are a lot of law students that say that, you know, they are not good at maths. So, yeah, it's a stereotype. What can I say? Anyways. Oh, you're Mariam. Okay, I'll try to remember Mariam. Okay, nice to meet you, by the way. And, okay, so I still see some more comments, but I'll, you know, read them while already starting focus time, since, you know, I don't want to do focus time. I don't want to extend break time too much, you know, because we have to get things done, guys. So good luck, everyone. We'll start again and we'll talk in the next break, but I will read your comments, don't worry, you know, I'll not skip them.
know it sounds silly, dear, but do it for me, please.
Okay, everyone, time for another 10-minute break. How was your session, guys? I hope you had a good session. So I definitely had a good session. Like I said, I already started on the next chapter. What is this chapter about, actually? Oh yeah, it's about the role of fault in the event of delivery of goods that are not in conformity with the contract. So it's about defective products and who is liable for that if there's like an intermediary. So very interesting. Sounds boring, I know, but it's more interesting if you have like a specific case and then you look at how like the outcome is actually different in different legal systems. So yeah, interesting, really. Pretty good session, 8 out of 10. Amazing. Beginning wonderful, that's good. Rising Cross rough session, but I made it, yes. Amazing. Well, that's all that matters. You're here and you're performing and you're doing what you can, and that's really all that matters, as long as you don't give up. It's all good. So I'll close my laptop for a second. There we go. Because otherwise I might get a bit overwhelmed. My laptop is like more than 9 years old, which is very crazy. So yeah, people that, say that Apple is not good, it's pretty good. I suppose, these are like more expensive laptops, but I was wondering, I don't know if with a Windows computer I would be able to keep it for 9 years, and it's still running. Like my laptop never crashed. Nothing, is broken. Like everything works. And like I said, no crash, nothing. Never lost any files or anything. Like everything is just running smooth so far. It's just that now, since it's 9 years old, it has gotten a bit slower, But maybe that's also because nowadays everything is like so fast, so it also appears probably slower, Like I feel like 9 years ago to me this was maybe fast, but I suppose it slowed down a little bit. But it's still doable, which makes me a bit hesitant to get a new one. So I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, by the way, Bisky Macchiato, thank you for following, and the real Lebrowski, thank you as well for for the follow. Really appreciate you. Also, welcome to the channel. And Rising Cross, you're on Windows, and the answer is probably not. You need more maintenance. Oh yeah, I suppose, because there you probably also, like, if you there's some people that have like really good Windows computers because they kind of build it themselves, to say like that. They use like different parts of things. Like the laptop that I'm using for streaming, you cannot see it because it's on the floor and it's old and the screen doesn't work anymore and it blows air in such a loud way, so that's like my background noise for studying. So that one, is kind of a patchwork situation of a lot of different things, like my boyfriend had it custom made, so it was probably like really good. But then, once something doesn't work anymore, then you have a problem and everything, and it's probably expensive to get it fixed because it's custom made and stuff like that. So yeah, I suppose that's kind of the downside, but it can probably, it cannot probably do a lot more. It can definitely do a lot more because my laptop cannot stream. Like it would crash for sure. So it doesn't even run OBS and stuff like that. So, I'm not even gonna try. So a bit limited when it comes to that. But I suppose if you were to get the newest MacBook Pro, maybe with like what M chips are they? Like I think they reached M3 or M4, I'm not sure. Like really good powerful chips that they use, then you can probably also stream, but yeah, not with me anyways. Probably not. Oh yeah, I already read that, sorry. Any book recommendation for someone with zero legal background to get some insights into corporate law? Well, yeah, that's a tough one. You know why? Because I don't read anything about law in my free time, since I already read so much law books, when studying, that I do like to, read on other topics. I really also enjoy psychology and economics and philosophy, and nutrition, like dietary books. Well, not dietary books saying like, oh, you should cut out carbs, not stuff like that. I'm really talking about, scientific nutritionist information. So I tend to read that, in my free time. So I would not really know, because I do know there's one book about law, and it's called Fake Law. So that's the only legal pop science book that I have on my to read list. But that's not about corporate law, I think. I think that one's about, the legal system more in general. So it's not going to be corporate law. So yeah, tough question. If someone knows it, if someone knows a book, let us know. Because yeah, if you were to, if you have zero legal background and you would just, get a legal course book on corporate law, well, that's just, don't do that. Those books are very dry and a bit boring, especially for someone that is not super passionate about that. So yeah, but maybe if you're passionate about it, you might like it, but it's, yeah, don't. Just don't. It's probably not the most fun thing to read, but it would be more of an idea instead of reading about it. Maybe there's other things like a podcast or something. I could imagine that might be a bit more enjoyable. So you could look into that, because I think there's a lot of podcasts on all sorts of topics, and also like on legal topics. So maybe that's an idea. But yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry that I cannot really give you a book recommendation, because genuinely I don't know. So yeah. Beginning Wonderful, you're saying depends on what performance we want from a computer. I would not prefer Apple for the kind of heavy work I do. Yeah, I get that. I did want, like when I started studying, I just simply wanted a laptop, for like schoolwork, and it was mainly like doing research, taking notes, making PowerPoints, I don't know, like basic stuff, and I did not want to be bothered by all these pop-ups, because I remember, when I was younger, before I had this laptop, this is actually the first laptop I ever had. I never had different laptops. So for the longest time ever, I did not have any laptop, So this was a very big step, and I received it, I think, during the last years in high school. I bought it because I did notice, okay, I really need it, to make PowerPoint presentations or to do other things, related to like schoolwork, So I ended up getting this, and I remember that with my dad's, Windows computer, it was very annoying. You would always get these pop-ups, and I, back then I didn't understand anything, what am I supposed to click, and I would always have to wait for him to come back home so that I would know what I have to, click to continue. So it was quite a mess, and I figured, okay, I don't want that to be the case. So someone then said, oh, there's no pop-ups with Apple. I mean, there are, but really, not really, hardly ever. And now I do also understand, it's not random pop-ups all the time. It's usually just, if you really click on something and install something or whatever, then you do get a pop-up, but that's it really, So yeah, it's definitely easier, more consumer friendly, if you're not a tech geek, it's convenient. But yeah, it's definitely a bit expensive. Like nowadays, like when I bought this laptop, it was so much cheaper. Now they're like so much more expensive. So now I would definitely think twice, even though, you know, with me having like my iPhone as well, it is really convenient, you know, the way, like the whole ecosystem, you know, the way everything communicates. So yeah, that's very smart of them, like from a competition law point of view, you know. They definitely created, you know, this consumer lock-in effect, so I'm like kind of stuck, you know, I'm kind of obliged to buy another Apple product. So brilliant from a competition law point of view. So also welcome back, lovely to have you here. So guys, since break time is over, sorry for talking so much about like Apple, I don't know, I'm not trying to you know, to make advertising for laptops from Apple or whatever. Like, I'm not sponsored, if that's what you think, not at all. But yeah, break time is over, so good luck you guys. Let's start our last session. I hope you have a super productive session, and we'll talk after the 50 minutes are done. So sorry for interrupting you guys, but I can see that there's a raid incoming. So Max Raw, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate you. So kind. You're so sweet, honestly. I don't know if like the people already still like are here from the raid yet, because it doesn't appear so on my screen, but I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Also, let me know how was your study session. I hope it was very productive. Okay. How was the last session? We officially completed 6 sessions in total if you've been here, you know, from the beginning, from this morning actually, because this is the second stream that we had today. So 6 hours for me are done and I'm very happy. Rise and Cross, you're officially done. Yes, I get that. Me too. Fidel, hi there. How are you doing? And yeah, guys, let me know. How was your session? How did it go? Perfect focus for you today, beginning wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy. I feel like we are so in sync, you know, you and me. Like usually when you have a good session, I have a good session. When I have a bad session, you have a bad session. So that's really funny. We have the same productivity cycle, it seems. Nice coincidence. Enough today was an 11-hour shift. Ooh, yeah, enough is enough, seriously. Go and relax, go and have fun, enjoy your day, because you've been so productive, you definitely deserve it. Agree. Yeah. Now, what are your plans after this? What are you gonna do to relax? You can also say something boring, you know, like just go to sleep early. To me, that's very exciting. I love sleeping. I really love it. I really don't understand people that don't like to sleep. No idea. My boyfriend doesn't like to sleep. I don't get that. Food, glorious food. Yes. Yes. What kind of food? Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm also excited for my dinner today. I'm gonna make dinner. So I'm gonna make udon noodles. Do you guys know udon noodles? Those thicker Asian noodles. I'm obsessed with them. And I'm gonna kind of make a sort of stir fry with them. So I'm gonna do some pak choi. Bok choy, I think that's how you call it. Bok choy. And then I will also put some minced meat in there and some garlic, some green onion, yeah, that kind of stuff, and then like soy sauce, oyster sauce, you know, a mix of that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited about that. That's so easy to make and it's so good. I'm obsessed. One of my favorites for sure. It takes less than 15 minutes to make it as well, so that's really cool. We can always understand each other and help accordingly. I agree. PS Gaming, 90% done for now. Oh, so the project, the presentation thereof is on Wednesday. Okay. Oh, you don't have much time left then. But I mean, 90% done. That's already a lot, I suppose. So that's like pretty good. I think you're gonna get there. I mean, you still have tomorrow, you know, and if you do 12 or 14 hours, you're definitely gonna get a lot of things done. So good luck with that, you know. I will be streaming on Wednesday, but I don't know at what time your presentation is on Wednesday, but otherwise, you know, on Thursday I will also stream. Then you have to, you know, come back and let me know how your presentation went. Beginning wonderful, you never tried udon noodles. Might order them online today. Yes, order them. I love them. I really love them. Quentin also really likes them. And yeah, honestly, I don't think I know anyone that doesn't like them. I suppose if you don't, you know, like noodles that much, you might not like them because they're thicker noodles, like I said. So that might be a deal breaker then. But I do like noodles. I love pasta. I like that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's just so exciting. The fact that they're thicker. They're so good. Rise and Cross, some Asian style green beans, rice, pork chops and chicken. Oh, that sounds like quite a meal. Amazing. Sounds delicious. Yes. Laura, you always come at the end. Oh no. And you know, in fact, I had 2 streams today. So this is the second stream. There was a stream also this morning. Well, you know, Central European summertime at least. So, that's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry for that. But yeah, tomorrow's another day, you know. I will be also streaming tomorrow and then also the day after tomorrow and the day after that as well. So a lot of streams. And then the day after that day, So that would be Friday, which is also going to be a stream. So every day there should be a stream since I do have my exam on Saturday. So that does mean that Saturday there will be no stream because that's a bit complicated, you know. But yeah, all days for the rest there will be a stream unless, you know, something happens to me or unless the internet connection suddenly, you know, has issues. So unless there is force majeure, we can agree that there will be a stream on different timing. So I do like an alternate system. Like today I did 2 streams, tomorrow I'll do 1 stream, you know, and then on Wednesday 2 streams again, and then on Thursday 1 stream. But whenever I only do 1 stream, it's usually 4 hours, so you know, it's still not too bad, I would say. Still plenty of time to get things done, so that's amazing. So who's the better cook? That's a tough one. I think we're both pretty good at cooking, I would say. I guess I'm the more creative one. Like, my boyfriend prefers to, you know, follow a recipe, so he really enjoys making the HelloFresh. Whereas me, I can get so stressed making the HelloFresh recipes because it's a different way to cook, you know. You have to like follow the steps and stuff like that, and there's no, you know, way of like just winging it really. So that gives me a bit more stress. So I usually don't really cook with recipes in a strict sense. Like, I'll look for recipes for inspiration and I'll see, you know, what they did, and then I will, you know, kind of end up improvising, and I'll adapt certain things. I'll change ingredients that I don't like, I'll add ingredients that I like. Like, for example, if they say 1 garlic clove, I'll use 3 or 4 because garlic is good, you know, so that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will play around with it. And I'm also good at like thinking of, you know, when there's like leftover ingredients in the fridge. I find it very fun to come up with a recipe to use everything up, you know, to throw something together, and those sometimes become like the best dishes ever, you know. So yeah, very different systems, you know. So yeah. And Laura, yeah, you're right. Oh, I did not realize that I had 250 subscribers on YouTube. That is so exciting. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you if you subscribed, you know. If you're not subscribed yet, but you're watching right now and you enjoyed the stream so far, feel free to subscribe, you know. It would mean a lot to me. And that way you do get notified when I'm live again, so we can, you know, hang out together again on the next days, because like I said, I will be streaming for so far every following day except for Saturday, because that's when I have my exam. So, you know, there's plenty of time to get a lot of things done, so it will be a very, very productive week. I'm definitely feeling that that's gonna be the case. And yeah, exactly. So Quinton, my boyfriend, he did used to do cooking streams, and they were very chaotic for sure. So yeah, that was always very funny to see. But yeah, so far, you know, there's a few problems with that. So me doing, you know, the study streams, there's this whole setup, and we have to, if he's doing the cooking streams, that setup is always also very complex because it's different screens that you have. There's like, I think 4 different views or something like that. So, you know, a lot going on. It's complicated to do the setup, so it takes a lot of time. So that means, you know, the problem is if I study to like until the evening and we first do the setup, you know, then it takes a lot of time. And then I don't know what it is, you know, but if he streams when he cooks, it, you know, it's like it takes double the amount of time, you know, for him to cook it. So then we end up eating at like 10 p.m., which is ridiculous. So, you know, it wasn't really sustainable in that way. So I suppose that's kind of the problem why he stopped doing that. So I do think he will maybe still do a few cooking streams in the future, but we have to find a solution also. the other thing with the setup being, so complicated, and all the cameras that he was using at the same time, he was using his phone as well as a camera, as one of the cameras, and we did notice that his battery became so bad, because you can actually check it, on your iPhone. You can check somewhere in the settings what your battery is doing, and it got a lot worse in like a very short amount of time. So he's literally destroying his phone, which sucks kind of, because I mean, it's not like you're getting anything for it. Like, I mean, you get a few views, but I mean, he wasn't Twitch affiliate, so you don't even get paid or anything. So really, you're just throwing your phone out like that. You're ruining your phone. So I don't know, there are certain issues that need to be thought of. So I don't know, it's tough. But yeah, creative versus the planner, that definitely, says it. Yeah, that definitely summarizes it. So I would say we're both very good at cooking, because it's always delicious. It doesn't matter who made it, it's always good. So, it was never disgusting to eat. So I suppose that's the more important thing. Beginning wonderful, you're creative at times, but you like everything planned more. Yeah, fair enough. I also do like to plan out, the meals, in the sense that I'm, it's an unspoken distribution of tasks, between me and him, where I am in charge of seeing, what is in the fridge, what we still need to eat, so that nothing goes bad, because I don't like wasting food. I think that's really such a rude thing to do if there's people that are starving and not having access to enough food, so I feel like, you should definitely treat food in a holy way, because it's so important, food, you need food to survive. So, you should honor your food and not throw it around like it's, like it's nothing, because it's really quite the luxury, to have that much food. It's not for everyone. So yeah, I don't ever waste food, like, unless, it actually goes bad. Because once it happened that we bought this cheese, for New Year's. And it was supposed to be good till the 10th or something, so, but then on New Year's Eve, I was, taking it out, and I was seeing like, oh my god, there's already mold on it. Like, it was already bad, and it's not supposed to be like that, it wasn't one of those cheeses that, is already green, like gorgonzola and stuff like that. It wasn't like that, so that was very strange. So then we did end up throwing it away, but it was not my fault, because I did not expect that to happen. But other than that, yeah, I do like to plan out everything to use all the leftovers, and then I'll also be in charge of the grocery list. Like, I'll think like, okay, we still have this, so we still need this, so that we can make this, so that we don't waste that kind of stuff. So it is a bit planned. Like, it's not like me randomly deciding like, okay, let's make this because I feel like making this. Like, it's usually planned out what it is we're doing. But yeah, I tend to, sometimes wing my way through the cooking process. I'll add things that I did not think I would add at the beginning, because I'm thinking, oh, this might still be, good with this might fit. So yeah, get what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess everyone's a bit different. And beginning wonderful, that's a very interesting question. What language do I see my dreams? I don't know, actually. I don't know anymore. So see, I used to definitely dream in German, but now I'm not sure. Wow, that is such a good question. You know what? I will try to, see in my dreams, what language I'm speaking. Though, I think, honestly, the answer depends, because I think that I do remember that I would also speak even French, and French is not like a language I'm super fluent in, it's not like Dutch or German or Romanian or English really. So I think it depends on the person that I'm with in my dreams. So when I'm with Quentin, because we do speak Dutch the most, I'm pretty sure that we speak Dutch. But then if I dream about high school still, that was in German, it will most likely be in German. I think that's the answer. See, that's why I think that it's difficult to answer this, because I do know that I speak different languages in my dream. That's definitely for sure. I remember that because I once, realized that when I woke up, and I was like, oh, that's very strange, because I was speaking French and German in that same dream, so it was very funny. Remember to know in your dream what language you're speaking. Yeah, but it's like called lucid dreaming. Sometimes when I dream, I'm aware that I'm in a dream, and I can I understand what's going on, and I know it's not real, so then I can kind of steer it. So, but it's not recommended to do that like too much, because then actually you're not resting that much, because it's more active. So yeah, it kind of is not, the best sleep. But yeah, I was aware, that I was dreaming, so I was realizing I could really, understand what was going on, and so I can try to notice, what language I'm speaking. And also, how you can train lucid training. Lucid dreaming is, like, if you're ever interested to try it out, because it can be fun. Like once, I had these dreams, and, dreams about, like in high school, a crush that I had, and then I was like, oh, I really want to go on a date with that person, and I can actually ask him out because it's just a dream, and there's no consequences, but it would be fun. So then, it can be useful to do that kind of stuff, But people say that apparently you should try to get into that state by controlling things. By, for example, they tell you to try to look at what time it is in the dream. So try to find a clock either on the wall. If you're dreaming that you're in your own house, you will know where the clock is, So go to that room, try to go to that room and look at the clock. And then what happens is usually, the clock, you will look at it, it will say like 1 hour, and then you turn away for a second, and then you look back, and then it will have, a different hour showing. So that's how you will realize that you're dreaming, So then you can tell that you're in your dream. And from there on, once you realize in your dream, while you're dreaming that you're dreaming, you can kind of try to control it, So try to do that. Or, if you're wearing, a watch, try to look at your watch. So try it out and let me know, if it worked. Because, yeah, I suppose that the first few tries might be a bit difficult, but actually, tried it a few times, and it works. So I think it's very fascinating. I think it's cool, that you can sort of control it a little bit. So yeah. What language do I use with my parents? So yeah, it depends really. So I tend to speak German with my mom, but she does respond in Romanian. But she also knows German, so for her it's easier to respond in Romanian, since she speaks to my dad in Romanian, and I also speak to my dad in Romanian. But for me it's easier to speak in German, so that's why I speak to her in German. And then with my boyfriend, you guys know that I speak Dutch, and then with certain friends I speak Dutch as well. With certain other friends I speak German. With others I'll speak English. With you guys I speak English, so I do use a lot of languages every day. And then also with some people it's French. Like if I, for example, go to the grocery store or something, it's most likely gonna be in French. So yeah, a lot of languages that I use on a daily basis. Usually in the morning when you're about to wake up, but you don't really want to kind of lose it. Yes, exactly. So indeed, when you're almost about to wake up, that's usually where it's easiest to still control the dream, because you really are already about to wake up. So you're realizing that you're in a dream. So that allows you to, to control your dream. So yeah, that's true. You're right. PS Gaming. You used to experience multi-layers of dream. You woke up 3 times, still in a dream. The 4th time was a real one. It was actually really scary. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is crazy. I don't think... I don't think I ever experienced that, to be honest. I did once have... No, not only once, multiple times where I would dream that I did wake up. And so I was very vividly dreaming of how I was standing up, already, getting dressed, brushing my teeth, having breakfast, and then only to realize, oh, I'm still dreaming, but it wasn't 3 times, it's just 1 time, so that's very crazy. Yeah, like Inception indeed. True. Am I in the university? No, I'm not. I'm at home, as you can see. Or what are you referring to? Like in general or right now? Because right now I'm at home, so yeah, I don't have to attend any classes right now, because I have my exam season, so yeah, I just have to go and attend the exams, but for the rest I just have to, study at home, so yeah. And yeah, you guys, we already took such a long break, I will see whether we can actually rate someone on Twitch, that way you guys can still continue being productive if you still feel like being productive, that's totally fine, but I will definitely stop since, I'm a bit done for today. So, yeah, we can either rate Vanya, to be honest, because I feel like it's been a while, or the Pomo Boy. Yeah, I was also seeing Pomo Boy and OOP Marie, so a lot of people. But indeed, you know what? The Pomo Boy only has 7 viewers, whereas the others have like 40 viewers. So let's rate the Pomo Boy. So with that being said, I'll start the rate. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really was a good session. So thank you for that. You definitely held me accountable. I hope I held you accountable, And yeah, lovely company today. Thank you so much. Very productive, 2 streams. Crazy. So tomorrow, like I said, there will be another stream. So stay tuned for that. It will be a 4-hour stream. So yeah, nothing crazy, a bit less than today. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Bye, everyone.